Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Somerville High School football here at the recently renovated Dilboy Stadium. Today is our annual Senior Day, where we honor both our senior football players and our senior cheerleaders. Seniors first are Somerville High School senior football players who have worked extremely hard and had a great career as Highlanders. Our first senior, escorted by Sophia, Sarah, and Kyle Betts, Zakaria Bubakar. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by his mother, Gerson Alfaro. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by his mother Norma and his sister Melissa, Wilmer Batras. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by his mom Abiki, his sister Lola, and his friend Paulo, Richard Beek. Our next senior, escorted by his mother Kelly Quinn, senior Michael Foster. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by his family, his coach, and his teammates, Fidendi Francois. Our next Highlander senior is escorted by his mother, Rinzen, Captain Tenzin Gesa. Our next Somerville Highlander senior is escorted by Dad Edgar and brother Evilio, Edgar Lopez. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by his coaches and teammates, Captain Ginsley Lewis. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by friends, family, coaches, and teammates, Jason Natwali. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by Mother Rosa and father, Senior Nathan O'Connell. And finally, escorted by his sister, his mother, and his father, Senior Captain Isaiah Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to honor our senior cheerleaders, who've worked very hard for 4 years. Our first senior cheerleader, escorted by her mother, Benita Ramirez, and brother, Kevin Matias. Senior Captain, Brizelda Matias. Our next senior cheerleader, escorted by her parents, Worley and Veronica Suarez, Captain Giovanna Suarez. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by her parents, Maria and Raul Enriquez, Senior Jackie Enriquez. Our next Highlander cheerleader, escorted by Mom Erica McCabe and Michelle Anderson, Senior Katie McCabe. Our next Highlander cheerleader, escorted by her mother and her boyfriend, Patrick Michael, Captain Tatiana St. Cyr. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by friends Jessiana, Olivia Richards. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by Mother Joyce and cousin Belinda, Stacy Amaka. Our next Highlander senior, escorted by his sister Natalia, Stefania Estrella. Our last Highlander senior, escorted by her brother Tani and family friend Olive, Tunmisi Ogandeko. Ladies and gentlemen, one last round of applause for all of our seniors today. Thank you so much. Enjoy the game.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and today, as we are about to kick off, the Boston Latin Wolfpack are coming into Dilboy Stadium to face off against the Highlanders. The kick is a low grounder that is fielded at the 25, and that's where the Highlanders will take over on offense. As you can see as you look around, this is the Highlander home. The Highlanders are back at Dilboy Stadium, a beautiful new field out there, newly renovated. And the Highlanders have the opportunity today to go up against the Wolfpack of Boston Latin. Boston Latin comes in today with a record of 2-6. They come off a loss to Drockett by a score of 55-6. Somerville, of course, 0-9 on the season, coming off a 42-0 loss to Burlington last week. So the Highlanders looking to get something going here back home in their stadium. It is senior day here at Dilboy Stadium. We will talk about that throughout the day. First snap from scrimmage is kept, pushing right up the middle to about the 26-yard line. Gain of about a yard there. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now for the Highlanders. Mentioned that it was senior day here at Dilboy Stadium. Of course, 12 different seniors on the football squad, also 9 different seniors on the cheer squad. Of course, we want to shout out the Highlander cheer squad as they placed first place in the game day competitions, and they were crowned the GBL champions, the Greater Boston League champions, for the Somerville cheer squad. So congratulations to those ladies. Excellent, excellent work there. We have 2nd down and 9 right now for the Highlanders as the give is up the middle. Great penetration there by the Boston Latin defensive line, number 77, knifing through. That's Vincent O'Brien as he takes him down for a loss of 1, brings up a 3rd down and 10. Of course, evidenced by the 0-9 record for the Highlanders this year. A difficult season for the Highlanders. Those 12 seniors on this squad. You know, you think about what they've gone through and what the upperclassmen have gone through with all the COVID protocols and the situations involving that, as well as the renovations to Dilboy. And now they're back here on their home turf. 3rd down and 10 now. And it was a mix-up on the snap. Ball is bouncing around. We're going to see who gets it. I think Boston Latin fell on it, and they did, as number 8 comes away with it. That's Liam Rowland.
Covered by Boston Latin.
As Rowland comes away with it. Just a miscommunication there. It looked as if Jaden Prevalon was trying to step in from his running back position and take a direct snap, and it bounced off of his hands So the Highlanders are going to have to turn around automatically quickly and go onto the defensive as the Boston Latin offense comes out onto the field. We're going to have a timeout as well. The Highlanders are going to take the timeout.
Somerville.
So we were talking about the seniors and everything that they have been going through. We also want to give a quick shout out as well to the Highlander volleyball program, as well as both soccer programs, both the Highlanders men's soccer and women's soccer, as well as their volleyball programs, both going into the MIAA playoffs. All three of them qualifying. Unfortunately, it did not end well as they all three lost in the first round, but congratulations to those teams. Another situation where they were playing on the road even for their home games. So difficulties there, but came through like champions and did a great job and got into the playoffs. We're trying to figure out a clock situation right now. Lead official trying to get salted away what's going on with the clock. That's going to be an uncharged timeout, I believe. An official timeout as they were salting that away. And we are back here now. First down and 10, back to pass, rolling out under pressure. He's going to get out of the pocket and a gain of about 5 on the play, as that was Douglas George.
Gain of 6 on the play by number 6, Douglas George.
Jeremiah Ellie, a good job running him out of bounds on that play. Brings up a second down, more 4 yards, second down and 4 after that 6-yard gain on first. We are just underway here at Dilboy as football has returned to Dilboy Stadium. A handoff up the middle, and he is corralled quickly. A nice job there by Tenzin Gazar as he was first at the point of attack.
Gain of 4 on the play by number 22.
Brings down Eric Power. Gain of about 1 on that play, actually about 2 on the play. So we're going to bring up a third down and a long 1 here. Eric Power, the runner in the backfield, alongside the quarterback Douglas George for the Wolfpack of Boston Latin. George back to pass, looks to his right. He's rolling out, he's under pressure, and the pass is complete to number 15. That is Greg Rosenkrantz, and that is good enough for a first down. Highlanders not able to get any pressure that time.
Pass completed by number 6.
Allowing George plenty of time to roll out and find his receiver.
Boston Latin first down.
So Rosenkrantz gets that first down for the Wolfpack. First and goal from the 5. And we have a whistle on the play. It's going to be offsides called against the Highlanders. So this is going to move it halfway to the goal line, bring up a first down and goal from
Offsides
about the
Somerville.
2. Tough start here for the Highlanders. Turnover offensively. And now run right up the middle, and that's in for the touchdown is Eric Power as he's able to dive across the goal line. And the Wolfpack strike first with the touchdown.
Eric Power.
They will set up for the extra point attempt. Looks like Thomas Huska will do the honors for the Wolfpack as George will hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Wolfpack take a 7-0 lead over the Highlanders after a Highlander turnover. Boston Latin able to cash that one in to take the 7-0 lead. Highlander struggles continue. We will see what they can dial up offensively here as they will get the ball back. Of course, the Highlanders had the ball first here in the first half. Turned it over on a third down fumble. Boston Latin, given that short field, easily able to score. Wolfpack lined up to kick this one away. Low onside type kick recovered by the Highlanders, it looks like, and it is. Number 65, Alan Benavides, coming up with that one. So great field position here for the Highlanders as they will start this drive at their own 48-yard line. 9:17 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders trailing by 7 after they gave up the touchdown after the third down fumble on their last possession. Edgar Lopez in at quarterback for the Highlanders. Man in motion is Tenzin Gazar, and we have a stoppage there. As the penalty is going to go against the Highlanders, they're going to back them up 5.
False start on Somerville.
False start is the call, so it'll be a first down and 15 now for the Highlanders. Lopez joined in the backfield by Santiago. Gazar in motion. Deep pass down the sideline, and that is intercepted, slightly underthrown. He was looking to hook up with Ginsley Lewis.
Pass intercepted.
And instead, number 17, Peter Nizolik comes away with that interception. Second Highlander possession, second turnover. Functioned sort of as a punt, though, as it was far downfield, so Boston Latin will get their second possession started up at the 28-yard line, at their own 28. Douglas George in at quarterback for the Wolfpack. He has 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 receiver at the bottom. Handoff is to faked, I should say, well faked. He's looking around, trying to get to the edge there. Good job by the Highlanders as they prevent him from getting to the first down, but he does gain a good bit of yardage. Actually, right by the first down marker. It looks like he's 1 yard short, so a 9-yard gain there on first down as Douglas George on the scramble. Second down and 1 for the Wolfpack. George has it, gives it to Powers off the left side. He's got room over there. He's stood up at about midfield.
Gain of 12 on the play by number 41.
12-yard gain there right to the 49-yard line as Boston Latin matriculating the ball down the field here as Powers gets that 12-yard gain. Douglas gets it, hands it off to Powers. Powers is tripped up but doesn't go down. Didn't get a knee down, it looked like there. He was tripped up at the line of scrimmage by Tenzin Gazar, but did not bring him down. Power continues running.
Number 41, Eric Power.
And Power is able to get it across midfield to the 40-yard line of the Highlanders for the first down. So first down and 10 here for the Wolfpack as they continue to move, leading by 7. The give is to Power. And the left-hand side again, Tenzin Gazar combines
Gain of 6 on the play by number
with
41,
Richard Beek
Eric Power.
to get him out of bounds. After a gain of about 6 on that one, brings up a second down and 4. Highlander defense on their heels early in this one. Give once again is to Powers. Exactly same play. They've run that same play 3 times in a row now. That's going to be an offside charged against the Highlanders. And the yardage on that penalty should be enough for a Wolfpack first down.
Too many men on the field for Somerville.
Calls too many men on the field, actually. Not an offsides, but that will be enough for the first down yardage. So first and down and 10. The give is once again to Power as the Highlanders able to wrap him up after a gain of about 4. He's tough runner is Power.
Gain of 4 on the play by number 41, Eric Power.
Second down and 6 now for the Wolfpack. As Eric Power has been the driving force of this drive. Douglas George, the quarterback, had a quarterback keeper for a nice gain, but aside from that, it has been all Power. Here's a keeper up the middle here now after the fake to Power. And George falls forward for the first down at the 15-yard line.
First down run by number 6, Douglas George, gain of 10.
First down and 10 now for the Wolfpack as they continue moving down the field. And the give is to Power. Great penetration there by the Highlanders as they wrap him up and throw him down. Number 56 doing the job right there. Just a great job penetrating. That's the type of defense they need to do in order to stop this drive. So a third, actually I think it would be a second down. Oh, third down. Huge loss. That is a high snap. And he's able to get it to Power. Power's got a blocker in front of him. Good job rallying to the ball by the Highlanders as they're able to stop him after a gain of only about 3 on the play.
Pass caught by number 41, Power, for a gain of 2.
Brings up third down now for the Wolfpack. It's a third down and 8 for the Wolfpack. Good down and distance for the Highlander defense. Let's see what they can do. As George is going to have to put this one up. Passes in the air, and it is complete as they complete that one to Rosenkrantz. On the quick little out. That is good enough for the first down. First down and goal now from the 3-yard line for the Wolfpack.
Stop by number 15, Greg Rosenkrantz.
And the give is to Power as he goes on the left-hand side once again, and he is in for the touchdown. Second touchdown of the day for Power.
Eric Power for Boston Latin.
That'll make it 13-0 pending the extra point. Thomas Huska on to attempt the extra point. Doug George, the quarterback, with the hold. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. The Highlanders trailing early here. 5:12 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders down 14-0. As Boston Latin using a power running game. Literally a power running game, as they have been powered down the field on the legs of their main running back, Mr. Power. So Highlanders trailing 14-0 early on in this one. Boston Latin ready to kick this one away. And that one's fielded at the 40. So the Highlanders will start their third possession at the 42-yard line, at their own 42. Jeremiah Ellie recovered that worm burner of a kick. Edgar Lopez getting last moment instructions on his way onto the field. Highlanders trailing 14-0, looking to get something going here offensively as they have 2 turnovers in their first 2 possessions. A fumble on their first possession and an interception on their second. Lopez back to throw. Slant into the middle is complete as that goes to Fidindi Francois. And that is good enough for a first down. The Highlanders certainly have the talent on the perimeter with their skill positions. So you look at a Fidindi Francois, you look at Ginsley Lewis. If they are able to get the ball into those guys' hands, good things can happen, as you just saw. The Highlanders across midfield with first down and 10 now at the Wolfpack 44-yard line. So Lopez, with his first completion of the game, gets the first down. Lopez rolling to his right, looking downfield, looking once again to Francois. That is complete, and Francois spins away. He's running down the sideline, pushes forward across the 25 down to the 24-yard line.
Pass completed for
Fidindi Francois showing his athleticism after making that catch. The Highlanders moving down the field with their second first down of this drive. They are now down inside the 25-yard line of the Wolfpack, trying to come back in this one, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Highlanders definitely have the skill on the perimeter to make things difficult for this Boston Latin team. The question is getting it into their hands. They've done an excellent job getting it to Fidindi Francois. Look for Ginsley Lewis. He's down here at the bottom of the screen, number 4, another tremendous receiver. As Gazar goes in motion, the give is actually kept, I should say, by Lopez. So Lopez has nothing there for him. Loss of maybe a yard on that one, so second down and 11 now for the Highlanders.
Loss of 1 on the play.
I point out Ginsley Lewis at the bottom half of the screen there, number 4. He was the intended receiver on the underthrown ball that was intercepted earlier. He has had some excellent highlight reel plays throughout this season. I'm reminded of a punt block return for a touchdown that got the Highlanders in a winning position against Malden that they unfortunately were not able to win that game with. So Lopez's pass is up high, a little too high for Lewis. That was the intended receiver on the slant.
Pass intended for number 4.
So a third down and 10 now for the Highlanders. The Highlanders operating down 2 touchdowns. I think this was definite 4-down territory for the Highlanders. So they don't have to get all of this 10 yards in one chunk. Good opportunity here to possibly take get about 5 or 6 yards here on the third down play and set up a fourth and more reasonable for the Highlanders. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. As Lopez gets it, he rolls to the near side. He's looking downfield, looking for Lewis. He's got Lewis open at the 10. Lewis makes the catch there, and that is good enough for a Highlander first down. As actually he's going to be marked back at the 13. He made that catch around the 10, but that is good enough for the Highlander first down. So first down and 10 for the Highlanders at the 13.
For a Somerville first down.
Highlanders doing a nice job using the passing game to get downfield. Fidindi Francois has made 2 receptions, as well as Ginsley Lewis with that first down reception. Highlanders first down and 10 here, trailing by 14. And the give is up the middle. Nice cut back there as he dives forward. That is Jaden Prevalin. Prevalin gets down to about the 6-yard line.
Gain of 5 on the play by number 20, Jaden Prevalin.
Second down and 4 now for the Highlanders. So they've got it inside the 10-yard line, trailing 14-0. Looking to get onto the board here. And Lopez keeps it up the middle after the fake. Nice little cut there as he slides into the end zone. A really nice job there running, as Edgar Lopez is able to get that one in for the Highlander touchdown.
Highlanders, number 22, Edgar Lopez.
So Lopez with a really nice run there for the Highlanders, got into the hole, cut it back to the far side, and went into the end zone. Highlanders now going for the 2-point conversion, trailing 14-6. So Highlanders have 4 receivers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Lopez joined in the backfield by Ellie. And it is the jet sweep around the side, and he gets in for the two-point conversion. As that's Austin Pereira getting in for the Highlander two-point conversion. That makes the score 14-8.
Two-point conversion is good by number 27, Austin Pereira.
So the Highlanders come storming back after 2 turnovers on their first 2 offensive possessions. They're able to drive the ball downfield, about a 60-yard drive for the Highlander touchdown to get back in this game, trailing 14-8. Minute 33 remaining in the first quarter. We are back at Dilboy Stadium for the first time this season. The Highlanders Road Warriors no more, as they are back home, eating some of that fine home cooking. Highlanders lining up to kick away here. Minute 33 remaining in the quarter. Lopez ready to kick. And this one bounces at about the 30. It's picked up at about the 28. And he's dropped at about the 31 as Peter Osliff makes the return. So the Wolfpack will take over at their own 31-yard line. The Wolfpack behind their running back Power have gotten 2 touchdowns. They had an extremely short field earlier in the game on their first possession, but Eric Power was able to help them out with a 70-yard drive the last time they had the ball. That ended in a touchdown. They're looking to repeat that. And this time, he will bounce it out to the outside. Will George looking to prevent him from getting to the corner. Nice job out there by Richard Beek as he was able to step up and prevent George from turning the corner and force him out of bounds.
No gain on the play.
So no gain for the Wolfpack. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Good job by the Highlanders stringing that one out and not letting him get that corner turned. Second down and 10 now. The give is to Power. He's on that left-hand side. He's brought down, though. Good job by the Highlanders. Tenzin Gazar involved in that tackle.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag down on the play, and it's going to go against the Highlanders.
Face mask on Somerville.
Face mask is going to be called, and it's an automatic first down after they mark off the 15 yards. Really difficult there for the Highlanders. They had a good defensive stand. They're setting up a third and long, and instead the face mask is going to provide the Wolfpack with the first down, and they move it forward to midfield. The give once again is to Power. He is tripped up and squarely hit. Good job there by Tenzin Gazar as he did a very nice textbook tackle bringing down Power.
Tackle made by number 9, Tenzin Gazar.
No real gain to speak of there, maybe a gain of 1, so a 2nd down and 9. 10 seconds remaining here in the quarter if they get the play off. This will be the last play of the quarter. The give is to Power. Nope, he will keep it. George keeps it, and he is wrapped up and thrown down. Good job there as Gutenberg Joseph. Great penetration from that defensive line slot, was able to push him back.
Tackle made by number 6.
They're going to give him his forward progress up to the 47-yard line, and that will do it for the first quarter of play.
At the end of the
as
first
we
quarter,
move to the second quarter,
14,
Highlanders trailing in this one
Somerville
14-8. The Wolfpack of Boston Latin have the ball, trying to move it downfield. After 2 offensive possessions that ended in turnovers that resulted in Wolfpack points. So the Highlanders fell behind 14-0 early in this contest, gave a short field on a fumble on their first possession. The Wolfpack cashed that in after about a 20-yard drive, and then the Wolfpack were able to drive downfield after an interception, a 70-yard drive that resulted in another Power touchdown. as that's their running back Eric Power, number 41. He has 2 touchdowns on the day. The Highlanders, though, able to answer back with a nice drive of their own, as Lopez got a 5-yard touchdown run, added on the 2-point conversion by Pereira, and it is a 14-8 score here as we open out the second quarter. 3rd down here, and that is a great job there. Great penetration. Michael Chukwu was the runner, as the Highlanders did a fantastic job getting in there. I believe it was Richard Beat getting in there and getting that tackle, wrapping his legs up.
Tackle for a loss of 3 made by number 20, Jaden Prevalent.
So the Wolfpack send out the punting unit. Ferdinand Francois back deep for the Highlanders. This is a high snap up over his head. He fields it at the 25. He's being chased down. He's going to throw that. And Ginsley Lewis is going to catch it at the 50-yard line, right at midfield.
Interception on the play.
Interception
Somerville
there by
number
Ginsley
4,
Lewis.
Ginsley Lewis.
So the Highlanders on the turnover will get the ball at the 50-yard line after the high snap over the punter's head. Saw a flag on that play. There was intentional grounding as the punter just tried to throw that one away, but they are going to decline that intentional grounding, are the Highlanders, and take the result of the play, which of course was the Ginsley Lewis interception. So 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders. Edgar Lopez back at the quarterback position. And he looks, pass is complete, a really nice pass in there as that was, and he's not down yet. That's Ginsley Lewis, keeps on fighting there at the 40-yard line. It's a beautiful pass by Lopez. The coverage was right there on Lewis, but Lopez put that ball only where Lewis could catch it, right in between the numbers. Or in Ginsley's case, being a single-digit number, right at the number. Good enough for a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the Highlanders after that 10-yard gain. The Highlanders using the passing game to great effect here. Pereira in motion. And they tried to give it off to Pereira. The ball is dropped. I believe the Highlanders got back on it, and they did. Good job by Lopez as he dove back onto that ball. Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 14 for the Highlanders. Tried the jet sweep there to Pereira. I don't know if Lopez tried to pull it out or not in that situation, but just a mix-up on the exchange. Good job by Lopez. Very heady, diving back on that ball. There were plenty of Wolfpack members around as well. Highlanders trailing here 14-8. They have the ball in Boston Latin territory driving, although a 2nd and 14 now for the Highlanders as Pereira goes in motion. Lopez gets the snap, passes out to Francois, and that is good for a 1st down. Nope, just short of the 1st down. My bad on that one. Good gain, though. A gain of about 12 on the play.
Edgar Lopez.
Go from a 2nd and 14 to a 3rd down and 2. A great down in distance here for the Highlanders. Francois and Lewis on the outside for the Highlanders have been matched up in man-to-man against Boston Latin, and they have been able to beat that man-to-man consistently here since midway through the 1st quarter on. So Highlanders trail by 6. Looking to get pay dirt on this drive. Pereira once again in motion. Lopez on the snap, he'll keep it himself. He's got a block. And he's got the edge, and he's brought down from behind as that was Power. Eric Power, that powerful running back for Boston Latin, coming from his linebacking position.
Number 22, Edgar Lopez.
That was good enough for the Highlander 1st down. Good job by the Highlanders getting back into a manageable down end distance after the fumble. And then Lopez able to get the first down. 8:15 remains in the half. Highlanders trailing by 6, but driving as they have it at the Wolfpack 28-yard line. Pereira in motion. Lopez gets the snap. He's looking downfield. Fedini Francois looking for the end zone, and he has him for the Highlander touchdown.
Touchdown, Highlanders.
Nice pass there as he put it up where Fedini Francois was able to go up and get it. Francois went up and over his defender, number 2, Brandon Lau. So the Highlanders tie this game up 14-14, pending the 2-point conversion. Highlanders foregoing any kick attempt. Straight out here looking for the 2-pointer. Two-point opportunity here. Pereira in motion. Lopez will keep it. They gave it to Pereira last time. This time he keeps, and he is stopped just short of the goal line. So the two-point is no good. So that will tie this game up, leave it tied up at 14 apiece as the Highlanders fell behind 14-0 in this game and have stormed back after 2 early turnovers gave the Wolfpack a 2-touchdown lead. The Highlanders using their passing game, Fedini Francois with that 25-yard touchdown reception, as well as Ginsley Lewis, also very effective for the Highlanders in the passing game, and they have tied this game back up at 14 with 7:55 remaining in the half. Highlanders, of course, have one more game remaining this year that we all know about. Big game coming up against Cambridge. That will be on Thanksgiving. Great traditional rivalry there. Try to get a hold of the picket fence. So as you're watching the Highlanders here against Boston Latin, you've got to be thinking about what they are thinking looking towards Cambridge as well. Of course, you want to stay in the game you're in right now. But we're seeing more offense right now from the Highlanders than we have all year. This is a good opportunity as well, as the ball is finally corralled at about the 16-yard line, and he's forced out there. Matthew Chow able to finally get the ball there, but knocked out by Richard Beek. Beek was right down there, could have dove on that ball. Heady play by Chow as he was able to grab it and get out of bounds. But bad field position here starting off for the Wolfpack. Good opportunity for the Highlander defense if they can stand strong here. George, the quarterback. The give is up the middle. This time it's not Power, it is Michael Chukwu. That's his second run of the game as he is wrapped up and brought down after a gain of about 4. Second down and 6 now. It's Chukwu now in the offensive backfield instead of Power. Wolfpack have 3 receivers to the near side, a single receiver at the top of the screen. George gets the snap, gives it off to Chukwu around the far side. Good job there by the Highlanders. So they're able to knock him out of bounds after a short gain. Tenzin Gazar was the first Highlander on the scene. Gazar having a great game defensively. Gain of about a yard on the play. 3rd down and 5 now for the Wolfpack. Little change here defensively for the Highlanders as Pereira goes out. Fedini Francois in at the safety position. He's back to pass. The pass is complete. Good job there. Tenzin Gazar did a great job bringing him down
completed to
just
number 2 by
before
Brandon Lau
the first
for a
down
gain
marker.
of
They're going to
2.
give him the first down, though. They gave him the first down on that. So first down and 10 for the Wolfpack. Good job by Tenzin Gazar as he was able to bring down the receiver after making the catch, but not enough to prevent the first down. There's the give. Good job on the interior by the Highlanders as Julian Cologne jumped right in there from his defensive tackle position, did a great job. Chukwu not as powerful a runner as Power. Second down and 8 here for the Wolfpack. Back to pass is George. He will tuck it and run it. Gains about 4 yards on the play. Brings up a third down and 4
Gain of 3
for
on
the
play by
Wolfpack.
Number 6, Douglas George.
Highlander defense looking to stand firm here and get the ball back into the offense's hands with just under 6 minutes remaining in the half. That is complete, and Chukwu is on the run. He's got space down the sideline. He's finally forced out across midfield at about the 44-yard line, 46-yard line of the Highlanders, I should say.
Reception by number 5, Michael Chukwu, for a gain of 25.
Got Chukwu out of the offensive backfield. That was a lateral, so it should go as a run for Chukwu, actually, although it was thrown overhand, but it was thrown behind the quarterback Power. I should say quarterback George. As George has it, fakes the handoff to Chukwu. He's got a blocker in front of him on the keeper, and he tries to power his way down across the 40, gets to the 39-yard line where he's brought down.
Gain of 6 on the
Second
run
down
by
and
number 6,
7 now,
Douglas
or
George.
second down and 3 after a game of 7, I should say, for the Wolfpack. 5:20 remaining here in the half as the Wolfpack drive continues. Second and 4. The give is once again to Chukwu. He is met by Tenzin Gazar, pushed back. A little help there by Jaden Prevalin as well. We'll see where they mark this one. Brings up third down and short, probably about third and a foot here for the Wolfpack. Highlander defense would love to get the ball back for their offense. And he's back to pass again. He goes out to Chukwu on that little swing pass. It's going to be enough for the first down as Chukwu continues to fight at about the 32, lunges forward to the 31. Little
Gain of
swing
5 on
pass
the
there
play by
used to great
number
effect for
5.
the short yardage plays
Michael
for the
Chukwu.
Wolfpack. Looks like the Wolfpack setting up with 3 receivers at the top, 1 receiver at the bottom. The single receiver at the bottom was Rosenkrantz. He is their favorite target. Chukwu with the run. Nice job, Tenzin Gazar, as he comes in and submarines him to the ground after a gain of about 1 yard.
No gain on the play. Tackle made by number 9, Tenzin Gazar.
Gazar doing an excellent job trying to blunt this running attack of the Wolfpack. Just past the 4-minute mark remaining in the half as the Wolfpack trying to take all the time away. George looking downfield. Pass is complete to Rosenkrantz. That was good for about 4 yards. Brings up a third down and 4.
Pass completed to number 15, Greg Rosenkrantz, for a gain of 5.
Highlanders have to be aware of that little swing pass out to Chukwu. This is the down and distance they've been using that play on. Third down play here once again for the Wolfpack. They converted quite a few here on this drive. And he fakes the pass, he tucks it and runs. He gets the first down and more, does George. Gets across the 20 down to the 17-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play by number 6, Douglas George.
They're going to mark it at the 18-yard line. Good enough for the Wolfpack first down as 3 minutes now remain in the first half. First and 10 here for the Wolfpack. Blitz coming in, could not get to him. Pass is complete on the left-hand side here for a gain of, it looks like 8, down to the 11-yard line. So that was completed to Matthew Chow.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Jaden
Reception
Prevalin
made
was
by
coming
number
in
4,
on the
Matthew
blitz from the far side, did not get to George in time. Second down now and 3 from the 11. The give is to Chukwu here to the near side, and the Highlanders all over it as they drop him there. Isaiah Wright involved in that tackle, along with Richard Beek. Wright was the first one to
play.
the ball.
Tackle made by number 75, Isaiah Wright.
2:20 remaining in the half. Another third down opportunity here. The Wolfpack have converted 4 third downs here on this drive. Tie ball game, 14-14. Highlanders jump on that one. A little variance in the cadence, and that got the Highlanders to jump. And that's going to be enough for a first down and get them inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be first down and goal from the 7-yard line for the Wolfpack. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Tie ball game, 14-14. The Wolfpack have had a long drive going here. As the keeper is to George. He will keep it himself. He is brought down just inside the 2-yard line. He's got it down around the 1. So it will be second and goal from the 1-yard line. 1:45 remaining in the half.
By number 6, Douglas George.
So Doug George with the keeper gets it down to the 1-yard line. And this time they give it to Chukwu. He is wrapped up. They're trying to rip the ball away as Ginsley Lewis. And he loses a yard on the play. Chukwu did a nice job holding on to the ball. Ginsley Lewis was trying to rip that one away from him.
Loss of 1
Tenzin Gaysar
tackle made by number
also
4,
involved
Ginsley
in it,
Lewis.
along with Findidney Francois involved in that tackle. So another third down here for the Wolfpack. They have converted 5 third downs on this drive. They are looking to take the lead going into half. 1 minute remains here in the half. Third down and goal from the 2. The give is, keeper by George, and he is just going to run it right up the middle. Good play design there by Boston Latin as they spread the field wide with the 4 receivers. Had only the single running back in the backfield. They faked the handoff to him, and that left the middle open for George to run through for the touchdown. So the 2-yard touchdown goes to George on the run. And we have the extra point attempt here by Thomas Huska. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is low and no good.
Extra point is no good.
So the extra point, no good. That will make the score 20-14. 53 seconds remain in the half. The Highlanders will get the ball back before halftime. Whenever we do come out of halftime, the Wolfpack will have the ball opening out the second half. So the Highlanders have this opportunity, 53 seconds. I believe they have all their timeouts left to try to drive downfield. The Highlanders have used their passing attack to great effect to get into this game after trailing 14-0 early. Tied it up with 2 excellent drives using the passing to Francois as well as Ginsley Lewis to get the ball downfield. But now Boston Latin has answered back and taken the lead 20-14. That one is fielded at the 40. Good opportunity there.
49 seconds left. 49.
Austin Pereira had that one. So 49 seconds remain. The Highlanders have really good field position near midfield. They will have it at their own 46-yard line to start this. Trailing by 6. Looking to score to go into the half. So we'll see what the Highlander offense dials up here. Edgar Lopez at the quarterback position, 4 receivers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Lopez back to pass. Goes to Tenzin Gazar. He is the slot receiver at the top, gains 5 on that play across midfield to the 49 of the Wolfpack. 43 seconds remaining in the half. So 6-second play there for the Highlanders. They had Gazar in the
Lewis Ginsley for a gain of 6.
They had Gazar in the slot, and the outside receiver cleared, and the 5-yard out, complete and out of bounds for the Highlanders. So 2nd down and 5 now. Francois is the receiver at the bottom of the screen. Lewis is at the top. Lopez back to pass, pressure on him, and that is an interception. As Matthew Chow able to make the interception. The blitz came in, put Lopez under pressure. Lopez's pass was off target, and Chow comes away with the interception. So the 3rd turnover of the day for the Highlanders, 2nd interception of the day for Lopez. And now the Wolfpack will have the ball at their own 49 with 37 seconds remaining in the half. We'll see if they try to push the ball downfield to build on this 20-14 lead. Doug George in at quarterback for the Wolfpack. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. George back to pass. He's going to keep it himself. So he's coming to the near side and goes out of bounds. Just at midfield.
Gain of
Clock
1
will
on the
stop
play.
at 39
Tackle made by
seconds
number 9,
remaining in the
Tenzin
half. Highlanders turned the ball over 3 times here in the first half. 2 of those turnovers resulted in Wolfpack touchdowns. We are seeing what will result from the 3rd as George back to pass. Tons of time. He's finally under pressure. Throws it to the sideline. Complete to Rosenkrantz. No, incomplete. As they say, his foot was on the line. Rosenkrantz looked like he might have gotten a foot in, but the official right on top of that one called him out of bounds. So a 3rd down and 9 now. 21 seconds remaining in the half.
Pass intended for number 15, Greg Rosenkrantz, is incomplete.
Something that is of note, the 1 punt attempt the Wolfpack have had here in the first half resulted in a high snap that went over the punter's head, so they do not want to be in that situation. As George looks out to the outside, pass is almost picked off as Jaden Prevalin read that route, tried to step in front of it, was able to knock it away, but almost got it himself for the interception. So 15 seconds remain in the half. It is 4th down and 9 for the Wolfpack, and they are sending out the punting team. As I noted, last time they tried to punt, the snap was high and over the head of George, who is the punter, Doug George, but he's also the quarterback, so you have to be aware of a possible fake with these 15 ticks left in the half. Snap is good this time. Punt is good as well. It is going to be allowed to bounce. Then Fidini Francois took the high bounce, tried to just pull it away from over Rosenkrantz's head. He was able to get the ball, but was not able to get too much distance once he got a hold of it. 5 seconds remains in the half as the Highlander offense will come out. They have it at their own 17-yard line. Highlanders trailing 20-14. And you can see with Fidini Francois going back and standing at the 2-yard line, they will down this ball and go to the half is what the Highlanders will do. They down it, and that will do it as the first half ticks away. The Highlanders trailing by 6 as we go to halftime by the score of 20-14. They fell behind early 14-0, stormed back to tie it up at 14. But the Wolfpack able to have an excellent long drive in the second quarter to take the 14-20 lead. It is halftime, and we will take it with them. You are watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV. We are back for second half action here at the newly renovated field at Dilboy Stadium. You can see that beautiful field out there. That has been renovated. The Highlanders are no longer road warriors. They have a home, and this is it. They are looking for their first win of the season, are the Highlanders. 0-9 coming in today against the Boston Latin Wolfpack, the Wolfpack 2-6. Highlanders started off the first half with a turnover that the Wolfpack turned into points. Highlanders fell behind 14-0, but stormed back on the strength of the passing attack. Edgar Lopez, their quarterback, leading that passing attack. As they were able to tie it up at 14, Boston Latin with ball control was able to pull back ahead 20-14, and that's where we are as we open out the second half. The kick is fielded at the 15. They fake the reverse, and Rosenkrantz is spun down at the 27-yard line, and that's where the Wolfpack will take over here to open out the second half of action. Highlanders trailing 20-14.
Tackle on the kickoff made by number 6, Richard
The Wolfpack
Beek.
had a very long, a very lengthy drive throughout the second quarter that secured this 20-14 lead, leaving the Highlanders with less than a minute on the clock at the beginning, or I should say at the end of the first half. Highlanders, unfortunately, with their third turnover to end their drive then. So a first down and 10 here to open out the second half as the Wolfpack. George gets it. He keeps it himself after the fake, and he is forward for a gain of 9 on that play. He's brought down by Jeremiah Ellie.
Gain of 9 on the play
After
by
that
number
gain,
6,
it's actually a gain of 10. They're going to give him first down yardage on that one to the 38-yard line. So a first down and 10 for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack have been using a battery of runners, including Michael Chuckwu, number 5, who's in the backfield with George right now. They're running their quarterback George as well, who keeps it, and he is brought down immediately. Great job there by the Highlander defense. Austin Pereira.
Tackle for a loss.
So that is a loss of 3 yards on the play. Brings up a second down and 13 for the Wolfpack. The Highlander defense, when they're able to get the Wolfpack into these long down and distances, are able to force the offense off the field on that drive in the second quarter. The Wolfpack were able to convert 5 different third downs. George is back to pass. He looks out here to the near side to one of his outlet receivers. Great job there as he was immediately hit by Richard Beek after making the catch. Good job wrapping him up by Beek. Another loss on the play.
Tackle made by
George had nobody open downfield. Good coverage by the Highlanders. Brings up a third down and 13 here. Long down in distance. Exactly what the Highlander defense likes to see. Number 41, Eric Power, was their main running back for the large portion of the first half. We have not seen him out, though, as that ball is tipped, and that is interception. As Tenzin Gazar comes away with the interception. We'll see. I think it was Isaiah Wright who was able to tip that one.
By Somerville.
At the line of scrimmage. Great job there by Isaiah Wright, senior co-captain for this Highlander squad here on senior day, as he tipped that one up. Tenzin Gazar was able to come away with the interception, another one of the seniors on this Highlander squad. You think about these seniors, you think about what these upperclassmen have gone through, not only with COVID, but also not having their home field available to them. That is unilateral. That's across all the athletic programs within the Highlander athletics, and it is great to see them out here on their home field, finally back at Dilboy Stadium. A great field position to open this out from the 35. First down and 10 for the Highlanders after the turnover. Lopez has it. He'll keep it himself. Breaks through one tackle, breaks through another, and he's held up there at the 30 where he's finally brought down by a pack of wolves. Gain of 5 there for Lopez. They're going to call it a gain of 4, actually.
4 on the play by number 22, Edgar Lopez.
So a second down and 6 for the Highlanders. Highlander offense was sputtering in the first quarter. They were able to get it rolling, though, with Lopez's arm as he was throwing the ball. Ginsley Lewis, as well as Fidindi Francois, his favorite targets. Francois is number 11, bottom of the screen. Ginsley Lewis, number 4, top of the screen. Lopez gives it up the middle, and that is good penetration there by number 53 for the Wolfpack. Masoki got in there and was able to bring him down. Jaden Prevalin was the runner for the Highlanders. So a third down and 7 after the game, after a loss, I should say, of 1. Boston Latin had matched up man-to-man against the wide receivers for the Highlanders. Highlanders were able to win those man-to-man battles. We'll see whether they can do it here. Lewis at the top of the screen, Francois at the bottom of the screen. 3rd and 7. Lopez back to pass, and it is to Francois, and it is complete for a first down. Great job by Fidindi Francois as he focused right on that ball. It was a low pass, which is exactly how you want to throw those slants. You want to throw them low to the ground so your receiver is not open to being absolutely pummeled when he gets into the middle of the field like that, and also it prevents defenders from getting to the ball. Great job by Francois. He was able to pull that one up from his shoe tops for the first down. First down and 10 from the 22 for the Highlanders on this drive, trailing by 6 here at the beginning of the second half. Lopez directing traffic. Blitz is coming up the middle. He gets it away, and that's going to be pass interference. As he threw that one out, he was looking to get it to Austin Pereira.
Pass interference on Boston Latin.
And the defender did not look back for the ball at all and just bowled right over Pereira. So a pass interference is going to be the call against Boston Latin. That's going to be good enough for a Highlander first down. We'll see where they mark this one. Highlanders trailing by 6, 20-14. Got an interception on the first drive of the second half, giving themselves a short field, looking to cash in here as they have it first down and 10 from just outside the 10-yard line. They can get a first down without a touchdown. 7:35 remaining here in the third quarter. As the snap is muddled about a bit by Lopez. Looks like we got a flag out there as well. Lopez had trouble handling the snap there. Holding is going to be the call against the Highlanders, so they're going to back this up 10 yards. It's going to bring up a first down and 20 for the Highlanders after the holding call. It's actually a spot foul, so the foul took place 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so now it will be a first down and 24 for the Highlanders. Pereira in motion. Lopez back to pass, looking downfield, looking for Ginsley Lewis, and he could not quite adjust back to it. Lopez underthrew him slightly, had him open. But Lewis tried to adjust back and just wasn't able to catch that ball. So it'll be a second down and 24 now for the Highlanders.
Ginsley Lewis is incomplete.
Second and 24 from the 25-yard line. The Highlanders can get a first down at the 1-yard line. Of course, they want to get it into the end zone, see if they can retake the lead or at minimum tie this game up at 20 as they trail by 6. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Fidini Francois at the bottom of the screen. Ginsley Lewis at the top. Lopez at quarterback. Pereira in motion. Lopez back to pass. He's looking for Francois. Francois adjusts and is unable to get to the ball. Matched up out there against Brandon Lau, number 2. Francois definitely has the height advantage. Tried to adjust back on that ball, but was not able to get to it. So a third down and 24 from the 25-yard line for the Highlanders. They were able to get an interception on the Wolfpack's first possession here in the second half, trying to turn that into points, tie this game up, or take the lead as they trail by 6. Pereira once again in motion. Lopez, he's going to keep it himself, looking for some space out there. Nothing doing though. Well read by the Wolfpack as the tackle made by Liam Rowland. That will be 4th down now for the Highlanders after the gain of 2. So 4th and 22. .6:30 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by 6. So 4th down and 22. There are 3 receivers at the top of the screen. 1 receiver at the bottom is Fidini Francois. They're kind of bunching at the top, a different formation than what we've seen throughout this game so far. Lopez back to pass, finds Francois. He dives forward to the 10, but that's all he's going to be able to do, and that will not be enough distance for the first down. So the Highlanders will turn it over on downs to the Wolfpack at the 11-yard line. Actually, the 10-yard line is where they're going to mark it. Pass was complete to Francois, but he was tackled immediately by Brandon Lau. So the Wolfpack take over at their own 10-yard line, leading by 6 with 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Doug George at quarterback for the Wolfpack. He will keep it himself up the middle. Lots of room running up there. He will dive down to the ground. There was no Highlander within 4 feet of him, but he dove to the ground. Got his first down. Actually, he was short of the first down. 2 yards short of the first down marker.
Gain of 8
so
on the
second
play
down
by
and 2
6,
for the
Douglas
Wolfpack.
George.
3 receivers at the top for George, 1 at the bottom. And George will keep it once again. Enough for the first down as he is brought down across the 20.
Gain of 4 on the play
at the
by number 6,
23-yard
Douglas
line
George.
is where they're going to mark it. The Wolfpack continuing their drive after the first down. 1st and 10 here for the Wolfpack. And the give is to Chukwu. He gets through 1 tackle and is held up at the 31-yard line, where he's met by Tinson Gazar. Another nice first down gain for the Wolfpack. Brings up a 2nd and very short, a 2nd and less than a yard. The give once again is to Chukwu. He bounces outside. Highlanders unable to wrap him up there. And that will do it there. Ginsley Lewis once again trying to rip that ball out. Unable to do that. Chukwu doing a nice job protecting the ball. Gets the first down.
Michael Chukwu.
Boston Latin doing a nice job getting good gains on first down, setting them up for short 2nd and 3rd down conversions. 1st and 10 here as George keeps it himself, and he is brought down after a gain of about 3, maybe 2 yards. They're going to give him 2 on that one to the 39-yard line. Good read and react there by the Highlander defense. Didn't fall for the handoff, the fake handoff to Chukwu. Power has checked back into the game. Eric Power, he has 2 touchdowns on the day. He is a larger, more powerful runner out there. The name gives you the game. And the give is to, nope, the give is actually to George. He's going to keep it. Thought that they were giving that one off to Power, but Ginsley Lewis was not fooled as I was. Took George down after a gain of about 6, brings up a 3rd down and 2. Boston Latin was able to convert 5 third downs on their second quarter touchdown drive. There's Power. He's got the 1st down across midfield, down to the Highlander 48-yard line. Fidindi Francois brought him down there.
Play by number 41, Eric Power.
So Eric Power now back into the game as the feature back. Give is once again to Power. Stiff arm gets him away from Gazar, but nothing else he could do there as Isaiah Wright teamed up with Richard Beek to get him out of bounds.
Tackle made by number 6, Richard Beek.
I'll tell you what, Eric Power has got some power there. That was, if you're stiff arming Tenzin Gazar, you're doing something right out there, and that's what he did. But a good job by the Highlanders rallying to the ball. 2 other Highlanders able to force him out for a loss of 2. So 2nd down and 12 now from midfield for the Wolfpack. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Rosenkrantz is at the bottom. He's their best receiver, and the pass goes to him. Just a little quick hook, 5 yards.
Pass completed by number 6, Douglas George, to number 15, Greg Rosenkrantz, for a gain of 5.
3rd down and 8 now. This is the type of down and distance the Highlander defense has been wanting to get the Wolfpack into. But of course, the Wolfpack have had these situations in the second quarter. As I said, they converted 5 third downs on their touchdown drive. George gets it. He's looking to pass, plenty of protection. He's got his man open, and that is off of his pads. We're going to say that is an interception for the Highlanders.
Austin's down.
Interception, Somerville Highlanders.
Fidindi Francois was in the vicinity. Looks like Austin Pereira is still down on the ground.
Pass was intercepted by number 27.
That is not
Austin
good for the
Pereira.
Highlanders. Hopefully Pereira will be okay. He is the one who came away with that interception. Basically, the ball just popped off of the pads of the intended receiver for the Wolfpack. A good job by Austin as he was able to adjust to that ball popping up and get a hold of it. But he came down awkwardly, it looks like, so they're checking him out. He's going to get on up. Trainer Michelle Kelly out there, along with Coach McConan Fenton. Pereira leaving the field under his own power. Looks like he'll be able to get back out there, hopefully. So the Highlanders, with their second forced turnover here of the second half. 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter, trailing by 6. The Highlanders have the ball back at their own 25. As they give it to Fidindi Francois on the jet sweep. He gets the corner. He fakes one man there, and he's forced out of bounds after a nice gain. Good job by Fidindi Francois as he gets the 1st down.
1st down run by
almost
11,
to the 40, up to the
Francois.
39-yard line. Pereira, of course, had been the slot man for the near side, who had been moving in motion in most cases. Pereira also, on the jet sweep, was able to get the 2-point conversion earlier this game. Now Francois moves into that slot positioning. As Lopez gets the snap, he's back to pass. He's looking out to Francois. And that is incomplete. A little push in the back there. I'm not totally sure if it was catchable, though, as Matthew Chow gave him a little bump right at the end there. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Highlanders. Highlanders trailing by 6 here. Fell behind 14-0 early in this game after 2 Highlander turnovers, a fumble, as well as an interception turned into 14 Wolfpack points. The Highlanders able to force their way back, tie this game up at 14s, and then the Wolfpack able to get ahead 20-14, and that's where we stand here with 1:25 remaining in the third quarter. Jet sweep here to the near side, and he's got lots of room. A nice block. He's broken another one there. He's across the 40, inside to the 39-yard line. A great run there. As Richard Beek,
and a first down by number 6.
showing Beek. What the game breakers, what the skill position players can do for the Highlanders. That is the story of the Highlander offense throughout this season. If they can get the ball into the playmakers' hands, good things have happened. So a first down and 10 for the Highlanders in Wolfpack territory at the 39. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Highlanders trailing by 6. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Fidini Francois now in motion. And the keep is by Lopez. Well read by Boston Latin. So they had the handoff covered, and they also had him covered, number 75, Christian Lariche.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Able to make the tackle
22.
after a gain of 2.
Edgar
Second
Lopez.
and 8 now for the Highlanders. 20 seconds remaining here in the quarter. We'll see if the Highlanders run one more play this quarter. Looks like they're going to let the quarter expire, and that will do it. As we move to the fourth quarter of play, no score there in the third quarter. Both teams
20, Somerville High 14.
Exchanging turnovers. Highlanders getting 2 turnovers from the Wolfpack, as they were able to pick the ball off twice in that quarter, but no points were generated. The Highlanders looking to generate some points off that second interception here as we move towards the fourth quarter. Highlanders trailing 20-14, looking to take their first lead of this game. They were behind 14-0 early after 2 Highlander turnovers turned into 14 Wolfpack points. Highlanders were able to get back in with a 5-yard touchdown run by their quarterback Lopez, along with a 2-point conversion by Pereira to make it 14-8, and then a Fidini Francois 25-yard touchdown reception. And the 2-point conversion attempt was no good to tie it at 14. And then after a lengthy drive, Boston Latin cashed in a 2-yard run by their quarterback Doug George. The extra point was no good, and that leaves us at our 20-14 score. As we open out the fourth quarter of play, the Highlanders will have it on the Wolfpack 37-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Highlanders. First game played at Dilboy Stadium this year for the Highlanders. The Road Warriors have come home, and they're looking to get their first victory here at home. Lopez gives it off to Beek. Beek turns the corner. He tries to break through a tackle. Pack of Wolves there pushes him back. Gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a third down.
On the play by number 6, Richard Beek.
And 3 for the Highlanders from the 32-yard line. Lopez has the play. So he will go into the huddle and let everybody know what the plan is. Big third down here for the Highlander offense. Trailing by 6. 3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom is Ginsley Lewis. He looks to Lewis, and that is underthrown, almost picked off, as Ginsley Lewis had to become a defender on that one. As Peter Niziolik was the defender there who had his hands on the ball, but Ginsley Lewis was able to knock it away. So a fourth down now for the Highlanders. 4th and 3. Highlanders trailing by 6. They have it at the Wolfpack 32. Two receivers at the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. Ginsley Lewis is the receiver at the bottom. Beek in motion. Lopez back to pass. Tries to find Lewis. He does. Lewis using the official a little bit as a blocker there. Great job by Ginsley Lewis as he gets the slant. And that is a flag now thrown. We're going to see what this is. There are little extracurriculars afterwards, and Ginsley Lewis has got his hands up like I didn't do anything wrong, which means I believe the officials believe he did. We're going to get an unsportsmanlike tacked on to the end of this one. So the personal foul is called against Ginsley Lewis.
Personal foul on Somerville.
So it's going to be a first down for the Highlanders. Trying to figure out, it's after the play, so they're backing them up the 15 after the play, and they're going to reset it there. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Highlanders from the 35. My concern was that it might have ended up being a 1st and 25 for the Highlanders, but instead they're going to leave it at, they're going to reset the chains after the penalty was marked off. So 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders at the 35. After they got the 1st down, they moved back on the personal foul against Ginsley Lewis. Trips to the top. Lopez rolling that way. Looking out there and was looking to beak, I think. Ball is incomplete. Tenzin Gazar made a diving attempt at it as well.
Pass intended for number 9, Tenzin Gazar, is incomplete.
So a 2nd down and 10 now for the Highlanders from the 35. Highlanders trailing by 6, 10:25 remaining in the game. Highlanders have 3 receivers at the top of the screen. 1 at the bottom is Fidindi Francois. Beak in motion. Back to passes Lopez. The blitz gets him though. Vincent O'Brien with the sack.
Sack on the play
of Lopez.
77, Vincent O'Brien.
Wolfpack brought the pressure. And so a loss of 5 on the sack. It brings up a 3rd down and 15 for the Highlanders from the Wolfpack 40-yard line. Highlanders going the wrong direction after their pass completion to Ginsley Lewis that converted a 3rd and 4 for a 1st down. Lewis was penalized for a personal foul, backing it up 15 yards, and the Highlanders have now backed up another 5 after a sack, brings up a 3rd down and 15. 3 receivers at the top of the screen, Fidindi Francois at the bottom. Lopez back to pass, looking for Francois up in the air, and that is going to be intercepted. As they had double coverage over there, the safety over top was August Groh.
Number 3, August
He is
Groh,
who made the
Boston
interception.
Latin ball.
Had pressure coming up the middle in Lopez's face. Threw it under that pressure up into the air, and that is where Groh was able to come away with it. So after the turnover, Boston Latin will get the ball at their own 17-yard line to open this drive. 9:23 remaining. Highlanders trailing by 6, needing a defensive stop here. Timeout's going to be taken.
Timeout, Somerville.
Highlanders take the timeout. Highlanders looking for their first victory of the season. 0-9 on this season are the Highlanders. There were a couple games that were very close. I can think of one specifically at Malden. That should have been a victory. So the Highlanders back here at Dilboy Stadium for the first time this season. The Road Warriors have returned home, looking to get their first victory of the year. Highlander season not over after today, of course. Big Thanksgiving Day pending for the Highlanders as they will battle for the picket fence against Cambridge. 1st and 10 here for the Wolfpack, leading by 6. George has it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle. Good job there by Ginsley Lewis as he was able to submarine and trip him up at the 20-yard line. George has had
Gain of 2 on the play by number 6.
a very
Douglas
successful
George.
day running up the middle like that. The way Boston Latin spreads their offense so far, you can see that top receiver all the way out at the number on the far side of the field. That spreads that defense out and allows that middle to be a little bit soft. And so if George is able to read where that defense might be, he pulls it out of the stomach of the running back, as an offsides is going to be called against the Highlanders.
Penalty on the play.
Looks like George changed up his cadence a little bit, and the Highlanders are called for that offsides. So we're going to
Offsides
get
on
5
Somerville.
yards tacked on up to the 25-yard line of the Wolfpack. Makes it a 2nd down and 2. Chuck Wu back in the offensive backfield as the feature back currently. Eric Power, number 41, is another running back that they've used back there. Chuck Wu, number 5, back with George right now. The give is to Chuck Wu. He's through the middle. He breaks through 1 tackle, and he's got some space as he's across the 40 to the 41-yard
Gain of
line.
15 on the play.
Nice burst
by
of
number
speed
5,
by
Michael
Chuck Wu
Chuck
through the hole there. Gets the first down for the Wolfpack. Moving the chains. 8 minutes remaining in the game. Wolfpack looking to hold on to this 6-point lead and the ball. We're going to huddle this up a little bit. Leave the receivers out where they were. 3 receivers are at the top. 1 receiver is at the bottom. Number 15 at the bottom of the screen is their lead receiver, Greg Rosenkrantz. The give is to Chuck Wu. He's hit back in the backfield. Great job there. Albin Benavides gets in there
Loss of 2 on the play. Tackle made by
and
number
knocks
65,
Chuck Wu back
Alvin
for a loss of a
Benavidez.
yard. 2nd down and 11. Type of down and distance the Highlander defense likes. George gets the snap, keeps it himself. He's got room up the middle. He's got the first down. Ball's down on the ground. Let's see who gets it.
That should be Somerville. That should be Somerville.
George put that ball down on the ground, and the Highlanders have it.
Fumble on the play. Recovered
Big
by the
turnover there.
Highlanders.
As Isaiah Wright right in the middle of things again, he comes away with the ball. Isaiah Wright also tipped the pass in the 3rd quarter that resulted in a Highlander interception. So co-captain Isaiah Wright here on senior day showing out, doing a
Fumble
great
recovered by
job
number
for the
70,
Highlanders.
Isaiah
7:02 remains in the game. The Highlanders just got the ball back at their own 48-yard line, a short field, trailing by 6. First and 10 here for the Highlanders as Lopez gets the snap. He keeps it himself up the middle. He's got room to roam. There's Green in front of him. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. He's to the 15, to the 10. He's forced out of bounds at the 10. Big play there by the Highlanders as Edgar Lopez goes into the 10-yard line.
Gain of 40 on the play by number 22, Edgar Lopez.
Excellent play there by the Highlanders. It was exactly the type play that has bedeviled the Highlander defense. The fake to the running back, you spread that defense out across the field completely. You don't have a lot of layers to run through in that situation. Lopez had a crease open up for himself and was able to use his speed to get down to the 10-yard line. So the great opportunity here for the Highlanders as they have it 1st down and goal from the 10. Trailing by 6, 6:50 remaining in the game. Fidini Francois gets it on the jet sweep. He's got that speed, he's got that corner, and he's got the Highlander touchdown.
Highlanders, number 11, Fidini Francois.
That will tie this game up at 20. On the touchdown run, the 10-yard touchdown run by Fidini Francois. The Highlanders have tied it up. They look to take their first lead of the day here. Great play there by Fedini Francois, fastest player on the field, showed it there on the jet sweep. 2-point conversion attempt here to take the lead for the Highlanders. Tied up 20-20 with 6:44 remaining. Francois in motion. The give is to Francois, the jet sweep. He's trying for the corner. He cuts it up. And did he make it? No, he did not.
2-point conversion.
Official right there on the scene. And he did not quite force the ball across the line of scrimmage there as he tried to cut it up. So the game remains tied, 20-20. After the touchdown by Fedini Francois on the jet sweep, the Wolfpack able to hold firm on the 2-point conversion. So we've got ourselves a ball game, folks. 6:44 remaining, 20-20 is your score. So the Highlanders will be kicking this away to Boston Latin. Highlanders have forced multiple turnovers as they got 2 interceptions in the third quarter. Were not able to cash those in for any points, but the fumble by George, the Highlanders turn into a touchdown to tie this one up at 20. So the Highlanders will kick this one away, tied up 20-20 with 6:44 remaining. As the kick is fielded at the 25-yard line on the run. With a head of steam, he's knocked down at the 32. That was Matthew Chow with the return. Richard Beek a little slow getting up there. Beek has been very important to the Highlanders today. Next game for the Highlanders, of course, will be Thanksgiving. There will not be a game next week. That game will be at Cambridge when the battle for the picket fence renews. First down and 10 here for Boston Latin. The give is to Chukwa as he is across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Brought down by Isaiah Wright on that play. Good first down gain for Boston Latin. 5-yard gain there brings up second down and 5. Tie ball game 20-20, 6:15 remaining in the game. 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, a single receiver at the top. Highlanders almost offsides. George keeps it himself, coming to the near side. And he dives across the 48 to the 49-yard line. That's enough for the first down. As George knew exactly the down and distance he was looking for, he dove the second he got that distance. So a first down for the Wolfpack. Clock continues to roll, 5:50 remaining in the game. First and 10 here for the Wolfpack. George gets the snap, gives it to Chukwu. Chukwu on the left-hand side, able to get through the line. He's continuing to run. He is not stopping.
Yeah, but look at Jeremiah and everybody.
Gain of 16 on the play by number 5.
Big
Michael
gain there,
Chukwu.
16-yard gain for the Wolfpack as they get the first down across midfield down to the Highlander 39 or 34-yard line, I should say. As Chukwu just kept pushing that, kept those legs moving with 5:20 remaining. Boston Latin is driving in a tie ball game. George gets the snap, gives it to Chukwu. He keeps it himself, I should say. Dives across the 30 to the 29-yard line where that will be
Gain of
marked.
6 on the play by number 6, Douglas George.
That's a 5-yard gain right there. So second down and 5 now for Boston Latin. Another good first down gain for the Wolfpack as they are moving this ball effectively. Tie ball game 20-20. Highlanders looking for their first win of the season. The give is to Chukwu. He's through the line. He's got the first down. He's across the 20 down to the 19-yard line.
Gain of 8 on the play by number 5, Michael Chukwu.
They're actually marked that at the 20-yard line. So a first down and 10 now for Boston Latin. 4.5 minutes remaining in the game. 20-20 is your score. Boston Latin driving here. The fake, Play action looking to the end zone. And it is incomplete. Rosenkrantz could not quite corral that ball. It was a little bit behind him.
Incomplete.
He had him open. See Richard Beek, number 6, he's laboring a little bit. Looks like maybe his right leg might be bothering him a little bit, and we're going to bring out Michelle Kelly, the trainer, take a look at Mr. Beek. Beek, of course, was down, nicked up a little bit on a play a few plays ago. Could have been one of the reasons why Rosenkrantz was open. Beek's going to come on off the field of play. Second down and 10 now for the Wolfpack. That incompletion, very important. One of the first downs of this drive. They haven't gotten 5 or more yards on. And the give is once again to Chukwu. He's through the hole. He's got the first. He's got more down to the 5-yard line. The ball is out. The ball is out. As Ginsley Lewis was just pulled it right out of his hands. Ginsley Lewis is looking for some kind of room to roam, and he drops the ball himself. And did Boston Latin pick that up? They did. Oh my goodness gracious. As Chukwu had the ball ripped out of his hands by Ginsley Lewis. Ginsley Lewis has spent most of this day trying to rip the ball out of Chukwu's hands. It was finally successful. And then Lewis, trying to get downfield, finding blockers, loses the ball. Boston Latin gets it. It's 1st and 10 for Boston Latin at the 14-yard line. Tie ball game 2020. Hey, let's reset and do it again. This time, George keeps it as he goes to the far side. He's got the corner, and he's forced out at about the 4-yard line. Just a crazy play there as Ginsley Lewis was able to rip the ball away from Chukwu, but then as he was trying to find blockers, reversing field twice, he ended up losing the ball. And Boston Latin jumped on it. So 3:39 remains in the game. It's tied up 20-20, but Boston Latin is knocking on the door as they have it 1st and goal from the 4. And the give is to Chukwu, and he runs it right up the middle for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Boston Latin, number 5, Michael Chukwu.
So the Highlanders have to come back again after they were able to tie this one up on the jet sweep by Fidindi Francois. Boston Latin, after a crazy play where the Highlanders got a fumble and then fumbled it back to them, Boston Latin on the run by Chukwu, able to retake the lead 26-20. And they are going to go for the 2-point conversion here, looking to make it an 8-point lead here against the Highlanders. George back to pass, and that is, we're going to say, it looked like it hit the ground. The official on the side did not see it. The official from back near our camera position where Jeff Argenziano is says it was incomplete, and so that is not incomplete. A converted 2-point conversion. They're going to say ball went to the ground, the ball touched the ground. So 26-20 is your score. 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the game. So the Highlanders trailing once again by 6 after an absolutely insane play where Ginsley Lewis ripped the ball out of the running back for Boston Latin's hands. But then Ginsley Lewis, trying to make something happen after that, ended up fumbling the ball back to Boston Latin. Boston Latin subsequently went in to score the touchdown that we just saw, and they lead 26-20 with 3:35 remaining in the game. Lewis back deep along with Fidindi Francois. This is going to be a low kick fielded by Beek. Beek is back out on the field of play for that kickoff after he was helped off a few plays ago. So the Highlanders will have it. at their own 34-yard line to begin this drive. 3:34 remaining in the game. The Highlanders trail by 6. Highlanders finally back here at Dilboy Stadium on their brand new field, the brand new renovated field here. Looking beautiful. Would love to get their first victory of the season here at Dilboy. Lopez in at quarterback. Fedini Francois in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Lewis tried to go up the middle, and it was as if Boston Latin was in that huddle when they called that play, because Christian Lariche, number 74,
No gain on
just
the play.
hammered
Tackle
Lopez
made by
as he tried to run that one up the middle.
Portland.
No gain there. 2nd down and 10 for the Highlanders. 3:10 remains in the game. The clock runs. Lopez calling out the signals. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Looking to Ginsley Lewis. It is complete on the slant. He's got room to roam. Tries to cut it upfield and is brought down at the 49-yard line. A little slip there by Ginsley Lewis. It looked like he had something doing. Did get the first down for the Highlanders. They're going to mark him down at the 48-yard line. So a 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders. 2:35 remains in the game. Highlanders trail by 6, and the clock rolls. Highlanders have used a timeout, 1 timeout this half. I believe they have 2 remaining. 2:15 remains in the game as they line up. You have trip receivers to the near side, a single receiver at the top. And timeout is taken.
Timeout, Boston Latin.
Boston Latin will take the timeout. They did not like the matchup that they saw, so the Highlanders adjusted their set a little bit. They had trips at the top, a single receiver at the bottom. Head coach Ray Butler for Boston Latin wanted the timeout there. Highlanders trailing by 6, 2:20 remains in the game. Highlanders tied it up at 20 on a jet sweep to Fedini Francois, but Boston Latin able to answer back and regain the lead 26-20 after an absolutely insane play where the running back Chuck Wu, had the ball ripped from his hands by Ginsley Lewis down inside the 10-yard line. Ginsley Lewis reversed field 2 or 3 times trying to find some blocking to return that fumble and ended up fumbling the ball back to Boston Latin. Subsequently, in 2 plays, they were in the end zone and had the lead 26-20, and that's where we stand now. Highlanders with the ball at their own 48. Trips to the near side. And the pass is complete. And there's room to go. Great catch there as he's able to get across the 40-yard line. Nice job by Jaden Prevalin. As the low pass, he picked it up, was able to move downfield quickly, get it into Boston Latin territory at the 39-yard line. We've just passed 2 minutes remaining in the game. The clock still rolls.
On the play by number 20, Jaden Prevalin.
Highlanders trailing by 6. 1:40 remaining as Lopez calls out the signals. Tenzin Gazar is in motion. And it goes to Ginsley Lewis, but he couldn't quite hold on to it. Bounced into his hands. I think he was trying to think about how he was going to run with that ball before he secured it completely, get inside to his body, and it bounced right back out. So incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now for the Highlanders. 1:32 remaining in the game. Three receivers at the top of the screen. Fedini Francois is the middle receiver of those 3. Lopez rolling to the right. He's looking to Francois. And that is complete. Francois stays in bounds And they're going to roll the clock. That's going to let the clock continue to roll. He ended up not gaining much by staying in bounds. If anything, they lost a yard on the play, so 3rd down and 11 now for the Highlanders.
No gain on the catch by number 11, Indy Francois.
And timeout's going to be taken by the Highlanders. Francois
Timeout,
would have been
Somerville.
wise to have just stepped out in that situation, save the time on the clock, because there wasn't much yardage to be found. So the Highlanders take their 2nd timeout. They have 1 remaining. 1:05 remains in the game. The Highlanders trail by 6. When we come back from this timeout, it will be 3rd down and 11 for the Highlanders. Looking for their first victory of the season. 0-9 so far on the year. Next to last game of the season for the Highlanders. Of course, the next time they will take the field will be at Cambridge on Thanksgiving Day. That will be a 10 a.m. kickoff. So a 10 a.m. kickoff at Cambridge. The Battle of the Picket Fence will be the next time the Highlanders take the field. But they got 1:05 left, and they are 6 points down, looking for their first victory. 3rd and 11. Here they go. Lopez back to pass. He pulls it down under pressure, and the ball is on the ground. Lopez got it back, so 4th down now after the sack. Big blitz there by Boston Latin. And timeout's going to be taken.
Timeout,
49
Somerville.
seconds remaining. It's a final timeout for Somerville. It is 4th down and 14. 4th down and 14 is what they will look at when they get back out after this timeout. Highlanders trailing by 6, fell behind 14-0 early in this game. Came back to tie it at 14 on a Fidini Francois 25-yard touchdown reception. But Boston Latin able to retake the lead. Then the Highlanders re-tied it at 20 after Fidini Francois got in on a jet sweep. And some craziness ensued. A double fumble on a play resulted in Boston Latin with the ball knocking on the door. They put it into the end zone, and that's where we stand, 26-20. 48 seconds remaining. Here come the Highlanders. A big 4th down here, 4th and 14. The line to get is a 29. Pass is looking for Ginsley Lewis, and it is incomplete. Turnover on downs will go back to Boston Latin as they lead by 6 with 42 seconds remaining in this game. Highlanders no timeouts remaining as well. So with no timeouts remaining, Boston Latin will likely take a knee. Eric Power checking into the game. So he'll line up right behind the quarterback. And they do just that. They take the knee. Clock rolls with 34 seconds remaining, and that's going to do it. As hands are being shaken, the Highlanders close to the victory here in their first home game in over a year. But unfortunately, they come away with the loss as Boston Latin wins this one by the score of 26-20. Highlanders had some opportunities, were not able to cash them in. So on senior day, Highlanders end up losing by the score of 26-20. The next time we will be back on the field with the Highlanders will be at Cambridge in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, obviously. On the 25th, on Thanksgiving Day, the battle for the picket fence at 10 a.m. That will be at Cambridge as the Highlanders will look for their first victory of the season against their most traditional of rivals on a great holiday morning, Thanksgiving morning. We look forward to seeing you there at Cambridge. That's going to do us for us here at Dilboy Stadium, as once again the Highlanders lose this one, moving the record to 0-10 on the season by the score of 26-20. Thank you very much to Bill Trudell on the camera and Jeff Argenziano, our man on the field with all the information. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Ed TV.